All right, let's talk about something where knowing the right thing to do can literally be a matter of life and death: snakebite first aid. This is one of those topics where every single second counts, so let's just dive right in.
Okay, really imagine this for a second. You're out on a hike, maybe miles from anywhere. All of a sudden, your friend yells out, they've just been bitten by a rattlesnake. You can feel the panic rising, their heart is just hammering in their chest. So, what do? What's the move? Because what you do in the next few minutes, well, it's everything. And I'm willing to bet that a lot of what you think you know is actually dead wrong.
So let's break this down. What's actually happening in this emergency? What are we looking at here?
Okay, so take a look at these vitals. This shows you exactly what's happening to the body, right? The blood pressure's up 144/72, and that pulse, 116 beats a minute. That is fast. You can just feel the stress and the body's fight-or-flight response kicking into overdrive. Now, the good news here is that they're still conscious and alert, and breathing is okay. So this is our starting point. This is the situation we have to get under control, and fast.
Okay, now before we get to what you should do, we have to talk about what you should not do. We've all seen it in the movies, right? Or heard old wives' tales. But this isn't just bad advice. Following these myths can cause serious, permanent damage. So let's get these out of the way first.
And here's myth number 1, probably the biggest one out there: putting ice on the bite. I mean, it kind of makes sense, right? You get an injury, you ice it to keep the swelling down. But trust me, with a pit viper bite, this is one of the absolute worst things you could possibly do.
And the whole reason why comes down to one word: vasoconstriction. It's just a fancy way of saying that when things get cold, your blood vessels clamp down and get really narrow.
So think about it. You put ice on the bite, the blood vessels clamp down, and you've basically just built a little cage around the venom. You're trapping it right there in one spot, concentrating it, and even forcing it deeper into the surrounding tissue. This makes the local damage so much worse. You're not helping. You're creating a little super concentrated pocket of poison.
All right, myth number 2. This one is super instinctual. You sprain your ankle, what do? You prop it up, right? R-I-C-E, rest, ice, compression, elevation. Well, when it comes to a snake bite, you have to throw that E right out the window. Fight that instinct.
The reason is just simple physics, really. You want to make gravity your best friend in this situation. Keeping that limb down, at or below the level of the heart, helps slow the venom's little trip through the bloodstream. But if you elevate it, whoosh! You've just given the venom an express lane, a superhighway straight to the heart and the rest of the body. You're speeding up the process you want to slow down.
Okay, so we've torn down all the bad advice. Now let's build up the right action plan, the one that actually saves lives.
Here's your playbook. It's 4 simple, crucial steps. 1. Get the person into a comfy position. The goal here is to reduce their stress, keep them calm, and keep their heart rate down. 2. You've got to immobilize that limb. Splint it. Why? Because every time they move a muscle, it's like a little pump, pushing that venom further into their system, so no movement. 3. Keep that limb low, at or below the heart, just like we said. And finally, number 4, get them to a hospital now. Prompt transport is everything. Every minute you wait, more damage is being done. Remember that phrase, time is tissue.
But listen, your job isn't over just because you've called 911. While you're waiting, or on the way to the hospital, there are a couple more things you can do that can make a massive difference. And this right here, this is a total game changer. Communication. Get on the phone with the hospital you're going to as early as you possibly can. Give them a heads up. Tell them what's going on, what the patient's condition is. Let them get ready for you. But there is one question you absolutely, positively have to ask them. And that question is, do you have Crofab? Say it just like that, Crofab. That's the name of the antivenom used for pit vipers in North America. You know, rattlesnakes, copperheads, the whole crew. You can't just assume every hospital has it, especially smaller rural ones. Finding out they don't have it when you're already there is a nightmare. It means another transfer, wasting precious time. So confirm it up front.
Phew! Okay, that was a lot of information, and it's all critical. So let's boil this all down. If you're in that high-stress moment and your mind goes blank, this is the cheat sheet. This is what you need to have burned into your brain.
And here it is, the bottom line, the do's and the don'ts. Do, splint and immobilize. Keep the limb low. Call ahead and confirm they have the antivenom. Don't. No ice. No elevation. And for goodness sake, don't wait and see. And never, ever just assume the hospital is ready. If you take away only one thing today, make it this slide. So you're all set for a run-in with a pit viper now. You've got the playbook. But what if the thing that bites you has 8 legs instead of no legs? Think about a black widow spider. All of a sudden, the rules might change completely. And that's the final thought I want to leave you with. Is this snakebite protocol universal, or for a spider bite, do you have to throw the whole rulebook out and start over?